Okay, we've shown you what a good blog tool should look like, and now I want to show you how you can use SiteStacker to add blogs to any website inside of SiteStacker. And you click on Content Management from the desktop. That opens the Content Management window, and you'll see that you have a link that says Manage Blogs. Now, if you have the appropriate administrative rights, in case I am logged in as a top-level administrator of all sites, you'll see all of the different blogs that are in the system. If you have only administrative privileges over one particular site, you would only see the blogs that reside for that particular site. Or if you do not have administrative privileges but just happen to be the owner of a particular blog, you would only see your blog listed here. Now, in this case, I am a top-level administrator, and I want to first show you how to add a new blog to the system. It's very easy. You click the Add button. This opens up the window in which you will add the blog. You give your blog a name. Now, in this case, you may be adding a blog for a particular user. Let's say this user is Biff Johnson, and we would call this Biff Johnson's blog. Now, we always give the blog an alias, and this is very important because the way you find a blog on this system on the front side is by the alias. The alias is the name that will be located in the URL, and so it will be your website URL /blog/ whatever the alias is, and let's just call this Biff. Therefore, to go to the front side of this blog, you'll go to the URL of the website /blog/Biff. Okay, now we're going to select one of the owners in our system, one of the users in our system to be the owner of this blog, and I can see that maybe this would be the owner, and so from this point on, whenever that particular user logs into the administrative area of SiteStacker, they will be able to find this blog and add and manage the articles inside of it. Now I am going to select a particular site inside of the system that this blog is going to belong to, and let's say that it belongs to CEF of Europe. Status, published or unpublished, kind of speaks for itself. Restricted or public. Restricted means you would have to actually be logged in as a user to see the blog. Public means anyone can see it. Okay, commenting. Do I want to allow users to add comments to my blog articles? Now, this is a very popular choice, obviously, so I'm going to say yes. And once I press allow, I'll see that the comment settings show up. And I have three basic settings to choose from. First of all, who can create a comment? All users or only registered users? Typically, for security purposes, we would say you would need to be registered for this website in order to add a comment to the blog. Publishing, auto or manual. What this means is auto means that as soon as the registered user in this event adds a comment, it would immediately be published to the blog, meaning that you don't have control over publishing it. Now, of course, you can log in and remove any comments at any time. But if you want to have full control, you would set this to manual. Now, what that means is the user can submit the comment, but the comment will not be seen by other users or published until you choose to publish it as the owner of the blog. Now, in that case, you might say, well, how will I know when users have added a comment to the blog? And we can say to send an email to the owner. So if you're this owner, new user, then every time a user adds a comment to your blog or to a blog article of your blog, you're going to get an email notifying you of that. That way you can quickly log in, review it, and publish it if necessary. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is say whether or not we want to allow users to subscribe, deny, or allow, and that makes the RSS feed of the subscription of the blog possible. Full articles. What the number here is how many blog articles, complete entire blog articles, do you want to display on the front page of your blog? typically we would recommend 1 or maybe as a maximum 2. Of course, the higher the number, the longer the web page is going to be. Now, intro articles is a little different. You'll see that when you create a blog article, you have 2 parts of the article, the introduction and then the full content. And the introduction is just a small version of the full content. And so one of the things you can do, for instance, is you could add 1 full article to your front page and then say 4 or 5 intro articles. That way the users can read these kind of teaser intro articles to see if that's an article they want to click on to view the full content. So let's say I would put 4, but of course I can put any number I want. Now, do I want to show the blog header? If you remember, we've demonstrated that one of the things that you can do is have a header at the top of the front page of any blog that kind of has some built-in information about who the blogger is. And you would use this WYSIWYG editor to either, you could use the image or like the image button to install an image or to add an image here for the blog header, or you could just simply type right in and you could say something like, this is Biff Johnson's blog. And then of course if you wanted to stylize that or something, you could change the font family or the size and even the color of the text and so forth. Okay, so once I've got all of my blog settings set, I will save the blog, and you can see that now I have added a new blog to that particular website, and now anytime the new user logs in who owns the blog, in this case, they would be able to come in and manage their blog articles and add new articles to the blog and so forth.